12s. They raised the banner just a moment ago. We are set for football at Lumen Field here a mile south of downtown Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. To throw is Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. It's over. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll run here with Akers. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. To throw is Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And the Cardinals are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, That's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action with Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Seahawk first down as Wilson finds Lockett. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Max 22, Max 22. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Murray now. Bulldozes past him. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 7-yard line. 33 yards that time. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Cam Akers taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cardinals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Prater for the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
They go play action now. Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
I have to admit I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and pass. Now Carson fumbles the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Now Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on fourth down. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 6 yards left on second down. Now Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case,
and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Cam Akers, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cards are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Play action. It's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. Oh, he breaks it. The ball comes out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Murray. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Step, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, Carson. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check 9.
From the 41, Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of...
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jarvis Landry, 41 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by who else? The former Cardinal, Patrick Peterson. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now it's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now Wilson. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing is Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Here's Wilson to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Murray's throw here complete to Kelsey. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Murray. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And all the way down to the 29. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he stopped immediately there. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson, able to push his way through. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space.
Wilson. To the right. 23-yard. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. And let's pin the mirrors back and go 14.
They go play action with Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Move. 3 down. Check. Check. High. Go.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Second and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I can't believe he let you play. I can't believe he let you play.
To throw again is Wilson. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Myers' kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. They'll go again here with Akers. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Shotgun now from Murray. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers, and he'll go down at the 28. 44 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On play action, it's Murray. Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll run on first down. Akers, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Going right back to Akers. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Play fake. Murray. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Murray keeps it himself, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cardinals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Prater for the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Wilson. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
Now it's Wilson. Got a man, it's Patterson complete. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Wilson will throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They run for it with Carson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
14, run it. Max 22.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12. At the 15-yard line.
Check three. Ball that.
Play action. It's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Wilson on the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Russell Wilson keeping it himself from a yard out, and the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
59 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP. Akers hit, he coughs it up, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cardinals' 14-yard line.
This is Carson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
A gain of 6.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd and goal, Wilson. Flush to his right, to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. That he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Gerald Everett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now Myers for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Open man here. It's the tight end Kelsey. 20, 10, touchdown Cardinals. Travis Kelsey with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cardinals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, he's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again here, Wilson. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Cards, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to